Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Enfys Tarot. Today is November 25th, 2024, and it is Modern Nirvana Monday. The purpose of these Modern Nirvana Mondays is to help us awaken our intuition, deepen our connection, and get a little closer to spirit. I think it's a great way to start the week to get us centered and focused so that the rest of the tarot readings come in a little bit more clearly for everyone who's listening. So that's the purpose of these Modern Nirvana Mondays. We typically will kind of have a conversation around the collective consciousness on Modern Nirvana Mondays. And this week is a great week to do it because it is a week of gratitude. So I'm thinking that, this reading might be focusing on gratitude, how best to practice gratitude, how best to give back. And so, here we go. Well, a couple cards just fell out here. Weightlessness and the Rose Phoenix just fell out. So let me hold these cards up for you to see. Here's weightlessness. This is a beautiful card. And it certainly does give the feeling of moving freely through the world, taking the weight off. It's like the 10 of Wands in reverse, just dropping that weight. And then the Rose Phoenix. So let's get into the book a little bit because the book has such a great way of explaining these. And that's the direction we're going to be heading. So weightlessness. All right, here's the book. Undisturbed calmness of mind is attained by cultivating friendliness toward the happy, compassion for the unhappy, delight in the virtuous, and indifference toward the wicked. That was Patanjali, the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. So it says here, are you often finding that you are weighted down by your own ideas of how things need to manifest? Staying fixated on your wants and attached to the outcome you've embossed in your mind. When we find ourselves in a place of consciousness like this, we create static noise where there should be harmony. Our expectations for our desires, for others, for ourselves, and how we feel life ought to be creates a heaviness that leads itself to more difficulties as we question the why and how of things, instead of appreciating what is and allowing divine timing to show up as it intends. This card is here to remind you to be weightless, to let go of expectation by finding beauty in acceptance and reminding undisturbed, unburdened by opinion, projection, or the notions we cling to. The reason to remain positive and not burdened with negativity is not so that everyone can see you from a superficial perspective of seeming radiantly happy all the time. Instead, it is an important inward journey to be weightless so that you can move more quickly to your goals with the help of your invisible support system. A feather is easier to move than a rock. Fanning small flames can help them burn brighter, while a gust of wind can extinguish the light. The perfect breeze can direct a sailboat into its best charted territory, while a storm can take it far off course. Water's softness can erode the hardest surfaces in time. Being weightless means that whatever comes at you, you have full faith and trust that it is in your best interest. We've been talking a lot about this lately, about how when we are in the process of manifesting, we don't want to focus on the how. We want to focus on what it is we intend to achieve without being attached to exactly what that's going to look like and how that's going to happen. And this conversation has a lot to do with that. And it is absolutely talking about gratitude. It mentioned here in the beginning how it's important to appreciate what is rather than constantly trying to change things, right? So let me read, it's almost to the end here. This is for your benefit. So you accept it and you allow the blessings of the experience to blossom without force. So it's more about fostering. It's fostering an environment of harmony and growth. This is big Queen of Pentacles energy. This is big Empress energy that we're getting here. Being weightless means not being burdened by your own and others' expectations of outcomes. There we go. It means you float freely and with effortless ease, trust, and acceptance. Allow yourself to become so weightless that you may become truly untethered from attachment. Here we go with not being attached. And stay open to the coincidences and serendipitous moments in your life. Okay, you guys want the mantra? Here's the mantra. Weightless, I float through life with effortless ease. Like a dandelion, I move gently with the breeze. My heart is feather light and my spirit is full of stars. I effervesce with loving awareness, appreciating everything as its own work of art. How beautiful is that? So when we're asking to have a conversation about gratitude and being thankful, this is certainly an excellent card to be coming out with, and how we can best show our gratitude and create that abundance by way of harmony, going with the flow, fostering growth, being the groundwork that the universe needs to create beauty and greatness. So let's move on to the Rose Phoenix. I wonder if that's going to be in R or T. Not sure. Resistance. The Rose Phoenix. Okay. Let me hold this card up for you. If anyone is familiar with that sigil, with this, it looks like, you know, it's certainly kind of a symbol, and I'm not familiar with the symbol. So if you know this symbol, please pop it in the comments section and enlighten us all so that we know exactly what we're looking at. I'm sure I could probably do like a Google image search on this, but I'd rather hear it from someone who actually is a person and knows what they're talking about. So anyway, the Rose Phoenix, be bold and mighty forces will come to your aid. Basil King, the conquest of fear. So this is interesting because these are a little bit, they're a little bit opposite. The Rose Phoenix is talking about being bold, where weightlessness is talking about just not being bold, just allowing things to happen. So let's see where this is going. Today you are stepping into spiritual completion. You have done the work to heal the past and are becoming more and more masterful with managing your emotions in the present. Well, maybe it comes from that weightlessness. The future you that has all the answers and has already accomplished its mission for humanity is able to send you energy across time and space for you to be nourished and empowered now. So talking about the higher self. Like a rosebud, you have fully blossomed, and like a phoenix, you are rising from the past, flying fearlessly into an inspiring horizon. So, okay, so this is having the confidence under you to be weightless. This is really the how, you know, how to create that, that foundation of harmony and fertility. Okay, so let's see. There is actually a really nice meditation in this, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to hold the meditation up to the camera so that if you want to do this on your own, you can. And, you know, later on, I might do a video just with the meditation of the Rose Phoenix. So for now, though, let's just hold this up here, and you can pause it on the screen. That's step 1, and here are steps 2 through 6. Make sure you get it in there. Hopefully, I can't really see the screen because the booklet is in the way, but hopefully that worked. Okay, since you have completed the healing process, you've now called upon your highest timeline to be the truth of your experience. Okay, listen to that again. You've called upon your highest timeline to be the truth of your experience. Okay, so it's really letting in that higher self and being open to that rather than being down here in this, you know, 3D dimension of trying to constantly control everything and manipulate our environment and make things happen the way we think they should happen. It's having that trust that all we need to do is have a goal of harmony and gratitude and highest good, and then allow that self, that higher self energy to come in and really be the guide of our ship, right? And it's the higher self that works best with others too. And we are entering into the age of Aquarius, which is a big we conversation. It's no longer a me-I conversation. In the age of Aquarius, we are going to be coming together as a community, cooperation, working together. It's a we factor. And how better to do that than to stop trying to manipulate the world around us and make things happen the way we think they should happen, and rather allow higher self, our higher wisdom, to really be the captain of the ship. So, okay, here's the mantra. I've merged with my highest timeline and completed an important phase of my healing path. I trust that all the work I've done on my spirit and mind is solidified and built to last. Beautiful as a rose, but protected by time's thorns, where I once was lost, I am now fully reborn. So, I mean, that's beautiful. All right. There's our modern Nirvana. Let's go ahead and pull out a couple of Rider-Waite-Smith cards to see if we can get just a little bit of insight as to how this might look. You know, what we can do. We in the 3D, right, we are very much concerned about what does this look like? How do we do this? So let's see if there is any information there to help us understand a little bit better what we're being asked to do in terms of generating this place of growth and fertility and abundance and gratitude and living as the higher self on this plane of existence. How do we do that? Let's see if maybe we have some insight from our higher selves, from our collective consciousness. Yeah, that feels good. Collective consciousness is who we want to be tapping into right now. Don't mind the dog. The dog is old, the dog is awake, the dog is coughing. Here to live another day. Good morning. Good morning. All right, let's see. Temperance in reverse, okay, allowing the shifting energies. Four of Wands in reverse, breaking away from this security that we feel is secure, from this union that we feel is this union that makes us feel secure, being willing to break away from that. Queen of Wands in reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse could be asking us to stop putting the ego first, right? We got to stop doing that. Thinking that we know everything, thinking that we understand how to do this stuff, being open to learning from the collective consciousness, really stepping aside from the ego. Yeah, okay, and then we've got the Six of Pentacles, okay? So giving is the easiest path to receiving. So that's the first thing I'm hearing come through with the Six of Pentacles. Doling out our energy in a way that is free and easy, weightless, right? Being able to give and be generous and create that balance around us, to create that harmony around us. This is a lot about stepping out of the things that we have grown to be attached to. Some of those things that, yeah, oh, and then here's the Eight of Swords. So being trapped in our thoughts and our beliefs about how things are supposed to work is really going to be one of the biggest hurdles to getting to this place of weightlessness and living through the Rose Phoenix. And then here we have the Knight of Wands. So we're being asked to let go of all of the ego stuff, all of the belief stuff. We need to be clear to allow the clarity. And in order to be clear, we've got to start getting rid of some of these things that are muddying up the waters. And then we can go through this with a sense of passion with the Knight of Wands energy moving forward. Here's the Ace of Swords in reverse, and that can mean that we're lacking truth right now. There's honesty to be had, there's clarity to be had, there's information to understand that we're not getting if we are just kind of blasting ahead with our ego first. Knight of Cups coming in with so many, I think the reason so many of these cards are coming in reverse today is because it's reminding us that maybe we're looking at everything from the wrong angle. We're looking at it from like the upside down. We really are focusing so heavily on right here that focus exactly, this conversation here, my question that I asked, how do we do this here, is exactly the wrong question. So and here's the 7. We're deceiving ourselves. 3 of Cups in reverse. We're not aligned with harmony. And 9 of Wands in the upright position. We're focusing too much on our past and our life here. So what can we do? What can we do? What is there for us to do? Was it all in the weightlessness and the Rose Phoenix cards? What can we do to start getting ourselves in this place where we can create harmony through weightlessness, where we can be bold like that Knight of Wands and trust the universe? What can we do? Page of Wands, 9 of Swords in reverse. Okay, let go of worry and be curious. Simple as that. That's what we've got here. That's what to do. Let go of our worries and anxieties and just be curious and inspired. Okay. All right. That's your modern Nirvana reading for today. I was going to see if this was a card for us today, but I don't think that it is. I typically try to pull one last card, but I don't know. Should I pull one last card? Maybe it should be a modern Nirvana. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's why I'm feeling like we should pull one last card to wrap everything up. What is our final takeaway today? Synthesis. Man, have we been getting this card a lot in our modern Nirvana Mondays. Synthesis, okay? It's all about being part of the bigger picture and working with the harmony around you, being just spinning and working together. Let's just be spinning and working together. Synthesis. So that's our takeaway. Thank you guys so much for joining me on Modern Nirvana Mondays. I hope that it helps everyone really get into that space of grounding and receiving. And if you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, share with your friends. And I will see you guys tomorrow for True Intentions Tuesdays. Have a great day.